I'd like to take a few moments to talk about WileyPLUS, the publisher's website where you're going to find your assignments, reading materials, and Orion, which is a quiz program. So I'm going to go to course materials. Oh wait, I'm going to start with getting started. So we're going to go to getting started in WileyPLUS. And this is a flyer for students for registering. And this is a technical help document that I put together to help you understand what's what. Please read through it because it tells you what WileyPLUS does and doesn't do on which devices, how to check your browser to make sure it's up to date and has all the correct settings, and gives you a heads up that if you are familiar with WileyPLUS and have registered or bookmarked through Accounting 101, please don't use your bookmark because it's not going to work. You have to register for this course via Blackboard. And this website will help you reset pop-ups and things of that sort that help you get WileyPLUS up and running. Now I'm going to go to course material and click on chapter 1, and I'm in a student preview. And this is my Chrome, which is not set properly. So I'm going to click, and it's not going to work. And this is what happens when your browser isn't set properly. You don't get a message. You're not told it's not working. It just simply doesn't work. I'm going to pause a moment and change these settings so we can move on. Okay, I've changed browsers. I'm now in Firefox. This one is working at the moment. And I'm still in student mode because I want to show you what happens when the first time you enter WileyPLUS. So I'm going to click on course material, chapter 1, and I'm going to open the reading assignment for WileyPLUS. And it's going to want me to register. It doesn't matter which icon WileyPLUS you click on. The first time you enter, you have to register. If you've purchased a book from Harper, you have a registration code. If you're waiting for a book to be delivered from Harper or anyplace else, you can open the 14-day grace period. After the end of 14 days, you have to select one of these options to continue to work in WileyPLUS. Any work you've done will be transferred automatically. I'm going to switch out again. Now I've enabled my browser to enter the WileyPLUS materials, so I'm going to click on course material, go to chapter 1, and open up chapter 1. I want to point out a couple of things to you. If you want to read online, there's a lot of videos embedded to help you understand the material. Don't forget, you're responsible for having all of this read before the class begins. I'm not lecturing, we're just discussing it. There's a mountain of help and materials down the side, videos besides, so some of the embedded videos are also in the left-hand side. There is an Orion in here. Do not click on this Orion as it will, I'm leery that you will not get credit for your work. Always go through Orion through the assignment sections instead. There's a lot of help things here, interactive tutorial. I've played with this and I think it's really helpful to see where you're at and not. Some of the other videos, they don't throw me. So you're going to have to just play around and see what you care for. The solution walkthrough videos are very helpful. If you're stuck on an assignment, you can look at these and they'll help you solve the assignment with an example. The other thing I want to point out are flashcards. I think these are very helpful. You'll have to select your chapter. And I think the most helpful section of the flashcards are in the quiz section. And I don't see these. This is not graded. This is simply to help you study. And so you can just go in here. I'm just going to select something. Oh, I just happened to randomly select the correct answer without reading the question. Let's move on. So I'll try something else. There, and now it tells me I'm incorrect. So you can just work through these and see how you're doing. I'm going to switch back again. I've exited WileyPLUS, and I want to point out assignments to you. So when we go into assignments, each chapter will have 2 assignments. The homework, which are the assignments from the back of the chapter, and Orion, which is an adaptive quiz. I can't open Orion as an instructor. That's an interesting thing, but I can enter the homework assignments. So I'm going to hope that opens, and I'm going to go to a student view. So this is how your screen should appear. This is Chapter 1 assignments. It tells you when the date and the time that it's due, how many attempts you have, how it's built to work. You can click on the exercise you want to work on. This brief exercise Chapter 1, number 2, correlates with the brief exercise at the back of Chapter 1. If you don't know an answer, the link to text is available. When you link to the text, it'll go to the learning objective, and you may have to scroll through it to see what's find your answer. You can submit your answer, or you can save it for later. You have 3 attempts per question, and it tells you how many attempts you've used to complete the question. And you can move from question to question. Be careful when you submit your answer. That means that you've used an attempt. So if you don't want to submit your answer yet, always save it for later before moving to the next exercise or assignment. That's about all I have to say about WileyPLUS. I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the discussion board. Ask the instructor. Thank you.